Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec suffered from a genetic disorder as a result of a long line of inbreeding. At the age of 13, his legs stopped growing and he reached his adult height of 5 feet 1 inch. Given his short stature and physical appearance, Lautrec was mocked relentlessly, so he drowned his sorrows in alcohol and women in the French brothels. He died at the age of 36. At 18, Lautrec surrounded himself in the bohemian world of circuses, dance halls, and nightclubs. He began to document the individuals in his world through his work. It was a cultural scene brimming with iconic artists such as Degas, Van Gogh, and Manet. It was this world that created the Impressionists. Post-Impressionists extended Impressionism while rejecting its limitations. Artists continued using vivid colors, often thick applications of paint, and real-life subject matter, but they were more inclined to emphasize geometric forms, to distort form for expressive effect, and to use unnatural or arbitrary color. Lautrec's love for nightlife and the way he symbolized it led him to be considered a pioneer in poster art. He offered to create advertisements for his friends who ran venues and nightclubs, the most famous being the Moulin Rouge. Lautrec combined Japanese-style prints with the growing art of the picture poster. The Japanese-style prints were characterized by asymmetric composition, flat areas of color, strong outlines, and silhouettes. Lautrec's prints often displayed dazzling technical effects, as new innovations in lithography during the late 19th century permitted larger prints, more varied colors, and nuanced textures. Lautrec also used a spattering technique which creates mists of color similar to the effects of airbrushing. Without Lautrec, there would be no Andy Warhol. Though separated by 60 years, Warhol and Lautrec both capitalized on the potential of mass media to promote their ideas. Their respective depictions of celebrity entertainers Jane Avril and Marilyn Monroe illustrate how both artists embraced and critiqued their relationships between modern art, celebrity status, and consumerism. If you walk the streets of modern-day Paris, you will find postcards of the images and art Lautrec created over 100 years ago. They still symbolize Paris and the city's spirit. This is the legacy Lautrec left. His poster art was the original pop art. It is still popular today. Despite his own physical shortcomings, Lautrec was fond of sports and was introduced to the French representative for the Simpson Company, Louis Boulet. As an art enthusiast, Boulet brought Lautrec to England to meet his cycling team. Upon his return, Lautrec was commissioned to create a poster advertising the Simpsons lever chain. Lautrec created the cyclist Michael, his first draft, which included Welsh racing champion Jimmy Michael. Boulet rejected it because it didn't accurately show the bicycle's chain, the product the ad was supposed to promote. It also didn't include a French cyclist or a race. Lautrec's second draft, The Simpson Chain, focuses on the French cyclist Constant Huret, shown energetically crouched over his bike as if he is about to overtake two unidentified cyclists. Given his crouching position, there is an implied sense of energy and speed. In this image, the Simpson lever chain is accurately portrayed and easy to identify. The bold, graphic style and primary colors identify the advertising message. In addition to the name of the chain, the copy also includes LB Spoke, Boulet's initials, and the name of his bicycle shop. The front tandem rider has been partially cropped out to evoke a sense of movement. The idea of motion is reinforced by the pack of cyclists in the upper left-hand corner of the print. What's more, the blurry wheels and overlapping figures in the pack of cyclists creates the effect of speed, or the illusion of velocity. The scene is infused with the excitement of a race, complete with the band in the middle of the stadium. In addition to the band, Boulet and the company owner, William Spears Simpson, stand watching the cyclists. The role of the multi-bike in front of Huret is not exactly known. However, the unidentified cyclists may be a pacing team, trainers, or competitors. The way in which the back rider appears to be cautiously turning their head backwards to track Huret suggests that Huret's bike, with the accurate Simpson chain, can take on a whole team of cyclists. The back rider of the multi-bike also raises questions of gender, as said rider appears to be a woman. Scholars believe the rider is a woman given the curly hair peeking out from under her cap, a noticeable chest, rosy lipstick, and slightly more feminine facial features. Is it surprising that a woman of the 1890s is racing with world champion male riders? It is interesting that Lautrec, who one would think would want to portray Hiret's opponents as worthwhile, would show the only visible opponent as an unidentifiable woman, one who generally wouldn't be seen as competitive given her gender. Given the fact that Hiret, Boulay, and Simpson are all real people, who is the woman rider?